Good morning, my dear students. All are okay. We are in mathematical. Just I am telling. We are in closed interval at home. Yes. We are not now in open interval, because all of you know we are facing a great problem is there. That's why we are not going to school. Okay. That is I am explaining now. This is telling closed interval and open interval mathematically. This is mathematical language. We are in closed interval. What is the, how to define it? What is the meaning of closed interval? See, I am saying two numbers. First consider two numbers. Look at here. Double write and 2, 5. Two numbers are there. If we write in the form, see, in third bracket 2, 5. So this is known as closed interval. Look at here. In between 2, 5. 3 also there, 4 also there, no? That is, closed interval means here we are taking the numbers 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay? We are at home, we are bounded. Yes, we are bounded function also. We are not going outside. We are now always at home. Similar way, look at here, open interval. So this is, right, this is closed interval. Okay, this is closed interval. Now what is open interval? Say, if you write the numbers and take same numbers, suppose 2, 5. If this is first bracket, all of the first bracket, here we are taking only 3, 4. 3, 4, the numbers 3, 4. All are integer. Here all are integer. First one, this is integer. Okay. So here we are taking 3, 4. We are not taking 2, 5. This is open. This is open interval. Okay. So here we are taking only two values, 3 and 4. Understood, my dear students? Now, before I will teach geometry, understanding shapes. Before teaching, I have to explain few words on geometry. This is very important for geometry. Okay, wait, we have to teach geometry. Few points are there, very important things are there. Okay, we have first explain first. Understood? See, first we have to point. What is point? In previous class, all of you know the point has only position. It has no length, no breadth, no thickness. Only position is there. Okay, only position. Suppose in place, see, this denotes only point. This is position of a point. No length. It has no length, no breadth or width. Any can write. No breadth or no width. No thickness. No thickness. Okay? Only it has position only. Position means, you will know in upper class, that is distance from x-axis or distance from y-axis. Two straight line perpendicular to each other, two straight line called, that is axis. Okay, in class 9, 10 you will know, not now, just you should remember only. Position means the distance from x-axis and the distance from y-axis, any point. that is one is abscissa, other is ordinate. Okay, we will later, not now. Okay, so this is the point. First point is position, no length, no breadth or width, or no thickness. Now I have to explain. Line. What is line? Line is straight line. Okay, keep in mind, line is straight line. The symbol first side, this is symbol, both the sign, arrow sign. Look at here. Draw the finger. This is line. Look at here. It does not have any definite length. So right, it does not have any definite length. Okay, no length is there. It can be extend up to both the sides. It extends both the sides. Okay, endlessly. Okay, we have to extend the line both the sides, and it has no end point. How do you have to write? It has no end point. Okay, end point. That is no starting point also. Then how can we get end point? No end point is there. Okay, no end point. And it denoted by the symbol. If we take 2 points, see, suppose AB, right, like that, both the sign, arrow sign, AB, ABA line, the line AB, AB denotes the straight line. Okay, AB denotes a straight line. All of it? All of you understood? It does not have any definite length. It extends both the sides, and it has no end point. Next, line segment. Right, line segment. Line segment. Line segment. So line segment the part of a line. Say, right, this part, suppose A, this is B. If you draw a line, see, look at here, suppose one line is there, take one point is there, here also one point. A line, many points are there, all of you know, many points are there. And if you take this one, just rub this part remove. So this is A, this is B. See, these are known as the line segment. Okay, see, it has 2 end points. One is A, other is B. 2 end point, and it has definite length also there. Okay, and it has definite length. It has 2 end points. Okay, it has 2 end points. And in geometrically you have to write AB. Just see, no arrow sign. Okay, no arrow sign. This is line segment. Part of a line, it has 2 end points. It has definite length also. Now, ray. We have to explain ray. Look at here, ray. Suppose we take one initial point. A point moves. Look at here. Suppose like that. Arrow sign. See? So this is ray. Suppose you take any point here. suppose take B. So you can write AB, one side arrow. Look at here, one side, one end point is there and arrow side. So it has one end point and this is the starting point. No end point. A is the starting point. Okay, and it does not have any length. It does not have any length. Okay, so ray, this is again I am explaining, ray one end point, it does not have any length. Okay, just we have to extend one side only. Okay, we have to extend one side. Okay, next. So we are teaching now here, that is line, ray, line segment. It is very, very important. Okay, how to explain ray and also line segment. In that way we have to explain. Okay, now we have to explain. See, understanding shapes. Shape means various kind of shapes. First we do, see, look at here, suppose this is triangle. All of you know one shape. You could draw, see, on, suppose parallelogram is there. This also shape. We have write the square. Also shape. These are shapes. Okay. Now first I am explaining triangle. Okay. First I have to explain triangle. Look at here. In triangle, first on the finger, suppose A, B, C. Okay, three vertices are there. A, B, C. What is triangle? All of you know. Three line segments. Okay, bounded. The area bounded by three line segments. Okay, it's called a triangle. Three line segments AB, BC and CA. Keep in mind, 3 points are known collinear points. Okay, not a straight line. So A, B, C. Three angle also there. So angle A, B and also C. Three angles are there. Three vertices are there. Vertices. Three angle. Okay, and three line segment, that is AB, BC and CA. Three line segments are there. AB, BC and CA. Okay. All of you know how to define angle. I am asking now. This is A, B, C. Three angles are there. Three vertices, 3 points are there. Already discussed. That is 3 points. How to define point already discussed. Now how to define angle. See, look at here. Suppose this is the fixed point, the starting point. Okay. So one day, look at here. One day. Oh, so suppose this is A. Again, you have to draw like that. B. Two ray. Look at that. Two ray. Two ray. See. This is common angle. Okay. The rotation. Suppose this is initial position of O ray and this is initial position. Okay. This is final position. So in between this is the angle, common angle. Okay. So this is the arm, one arm. This also one arm. Okay. This is also arm. So we have write AOB is an angle. Look at here. Angle, suppose it is O. Whatever is angle, always you have write in middle position. It should be in middle position. Okay. Next one. All of you know the sum property. Okay, just I am explaining. A, B, C. Sum of the angle total, that is angle A plus angle B plus angle C is 180 degree. Angle A, angle B and angle C equal to 180 degree. Okay, we have to prove. It is our syllabus also, not now, just you keep in mind. Okay, if suppose two angle is given, we can find also third angle. Okay, with the sum properties of a triangle. Again, the one thing I am telling, suppose three sides are given, what is the condition to draw the triangle? What is the condition? All of you know. I am reminding, any two sides, sum of any two sides always greater than third side. Okay, suppose 3 cm is given, 4 cm is given, 5 cm is given. We can draw the triangle. But if you write, suppose 3 cm, 4 cm and 7 cm, 3 cm, 4 cm, 7 cm, we cannot draw. Why? Look at here. First you take any two sides. Suppose 3 plus 4 equal to 7 greater than 5. 3 plus 5 equal to 8 greater than 4. 4 plus 5 equal to 9. Always greater than third side 3. Look at here. 3 condition and satisfied. So sum of any two sides is always greater than third side. Okay? Always greater than third side. Second one, look at here. If we write 3 plus 4, 7 equal 7 is there. Okay? Not greater than. Both are equal. Equal to 7. Again, 3 plus 7 equal to 10 greater than 4. Again, 4 plus 7 11 got greater than 3. See, here two conditions satisfied. Two conditions satisfied. Third condition is not satisfied. So it is not possible to draw the triangle. So students, keep in mind, any two sides, sum of any two sides always greater than third sides. Okay? Now how many kinds of triangle? All of you know, according to side and according to angle. According to sides, 3 triangles are there: equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle, and scalene triangle. Equilateral triangle, all 3 sides are equal. Equilateral triangle, look at here, you draw the figure. Suppose ABC, 3 sides, AB equal to BC equal to CA. 3 sides are equal. Okay, and also 3 angle. 3 angle always equal. All angles are 60 degree. Okay, 60 degree. So here, listen, angle measurement. We get degree. Okay, unit. That is unit of an angle. Here, degree. Okay, keep in mind. Unit is here degree. Also radian, we have converted to radian. Keep in mind. So here degree is there. The measurement of angle in degree. And if two sides are equal, any two sides called isosceles triangle. Okay, this is isosceles triangle if two sides are equal and if three sides unequal, not equal, not AB not equal to BC not equal to CA, then the triangles are called scaling triangle. Okay, and according to angle, the triangle are three types. First one, right angle triangle. Second one, acute angle triangle. Third one, obtuse angle triangle. Obtuse. What is right angle triangle? In a triangle, one angle is 90 degree. Keep in mind, one angle is 90 degree. Then it is right angle triangle. See, you draw the figure like that. See, A, B, C. ABC. So this is 90 degree angle. Okay. So if right angle ABC equal to 90 degree. This is right angle triangle. All of you know what is the name of the sides AC. See here, AC is the greatest side and opposite of 90 degree right angle. So it is called hypotenuse. Okay. So AC is called right. AC is called hypotenuse. Okay, AC is called hypotenuse. Now, and one relation is there. We have to learn. If you draw taking AC as a side, we have to draw one square. Okay, and taking AB as a side, one square, and taking BC as a side, another square. The sum of the square taking AB side and BC always equal to the sum, the square of the AC, taking AC as a side. Okay, that means AC square equal to, always equal to AB square plus BC square. I can give one example. Look at here. Suppose you consider, right, AB equal to 3 centimeter. Suppose BC equal to 5 centimeter. Sorry, BC right 4 centimeter. Then AC always 5 centimeter. See, if you draw square taking 3 centimeter side, so 9, 3 square 9, 4 square 16. To add, what is the value? Yes, 25. Again AC take square 25. So both are equal to. So AC square equal to hypotenuse square equal to basis square and perpendicular square. This is also one theory is there. What is the name of the theory? That, oh yes, good. This is the Pythagoras theory. Okay, Pythagoras theory. We have to learn also how to prove also that in upper class, not now. Just you should remember in right angle triangle, hypotenuse square equal to perpendicular square and basis square. Okay. Now, I am explaining obtuse angle triangle. A triangle, all angle less than 90 degree. Okay. Suppose I am writing this triangle. Look at here. This is triangle. All A, B, C. All angle. Suppose this is 60 degree. This is 40 degree. 40 degree. So this is suppose 80 degree. Okay, 180 degree. Some is 180 degree. So see, all the angles less than 90 degree. Okay. So less than 90 degree we call acute angle. Okay, we call acute angle. And obtuse angle triangle. Okay, obtuse angle triangle, all of you know. Again explaining, one angle, at least one angle is here more than 90 degree. You could draw the figure, look at here. See, if the figure is drawn like that, A, B, C, look at here all of you, this angle is greater than 90 degree, okay? Greater than 90 degree. And can you say this angle is the reflex angle, okay? Reflex angle. So the reflex angle is there greater than 90 degree here, so less than 360 degree, okay? Reflex less than 360 degree, keep in mind, reflex angle, okay? And in geometry, the range of the angle always less than 90 degree, because at a point you know, no, if you take a point, so angle is 360 degree, the range is 0 degree to 360 degree. That is why it is called geometrical angle, okay? The range of geometrical angle always lie between 0 to 360 degree, okay? Yes. Now, already have explained now, equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle, scalene triangle, and according to angle, right angle triangle, obtuse angle triangle, and acute angle triangle, okay? Now one thing, see, so I am writing one thing, I am drawing the figure, look at here, see, AB, O, suppose P, draw the figure, AB, take 1.0, here P. If we consider, see, AOP angle and POB angle or BOP, anything else, O is middle, no problem is there, okay? What is their linear pair? Always linear pair because sum of the angle is 180 degree, all of you know, okay? And two angle, one name is there. What is the name of the two angle? Okay, see, two adjacent angle, just write adjacent, okay, angle. What is called adjacent angle? See, if we consider, see, this part, this side, look at here, this is the common arm, yes, common, OP equal to common arm, OP common arm, and two angle, look at here, POB and AOP, two angle opposite to each other, okay? Their common arm is always in between two angles. Then two angles are said to be adjacent angle, okay? This is the common arm, okay? So this angle and this one is called adjacent angle. If we take, so this is the common arm. If we take, this is the common arm. So this angle, no. Just you take two angle always opposite to each other. Then it is called adjacent angle. Okay? Now, complementary angle and also supplementary angle, okay? I have to explain. If sum of two angle is 90 degree, sum of two angles are 90 degree, okay? Then two angles are complementary to each other. This is complementary. Okay, and if sum of two angle is 180 degree, then it is called supplementary angle. Suppose one angle is 30 degree, so complementary angle equal to 60 degree. Okay, 90 minus 30, so you get 60 degree complementary angle, because 60 plus 30, 90. Okay, and supplementary, suppose 30 degree, supplementary 180 minus 30 equal to 150 degree. Okay, so keep in mind, if sum of two angle 90 degree, then it's complementary, and sum of the angle 180, then it will be supplementary. Okay, now this is very you should remember all of you. Okay, this is basic fundamental concept, basic concept. It is very, very important. Now, and previous time explaining this on that is sum of any two sides greater than third sides, etc. already discussed. Okay, and another thing keep in mind, suppose a triangle is given, ABC. Any one side I have to extend, so I have to extend here. This is a point extend.